Greetings, Internet. I recently went through a very tough week, emotionally speaking. How did I get past it? 4 things. Number 1, reaching out, heart to heart with friends and or family. Well, this specifically, a couple friends. Number 2, music, a specific song. Number 3, a quote from the internet that I found on the internet that really struck me, hit me, rung true. And number 4, a new mate, a new girlfriend, Carolyn, who I will talk about later in the video. So that's a TLDR version. If you want to keep watching, please do. If not, you're an adult, do whatever you want. Here we go. About 3.5 weeks ago was Thanksgiving. I went to my parents for Thanksgiving. I'm in Sacramento, they're in San Diego. I flew down for a couple days. It did not go, it was not an ideal stay. It wasn't a train wreck, but my mom and I, lots of headbutting there. And it seems to get worse with age, maybe. But it's sort of like a long distance relationship. There's a lot of, it is literally a long distance relationship, but it's not romantic, obviously, it's family. But there is a lot of pressure to sort of get along and be chummy and pals, and just for everything to go swimmingly as a family in a short amount of time. The 3 days I was down there for Thanksgiving. And again, it did not go well. I will not get into specifics, but my mom and I do not do well in small spaces. Well, her house is ginormous, but it's not ginormous. It's like 3,500 square feet, which is pretty big. But we just do not do well in the same space over a long period of time. So that happened, and so I wasn't feeling too great about it. Fly back up to Sacramento. This is a couple days after Thanksgiving, maybe it's the day after, I'm not sure. And so I'm driving around doing my thing, and I'm just like, okay, I'm back in Sacramento where I have no family, no job, no friends, and I just see my lovely family, my mom and my stepdad, and that did not go well. And I was just like, I should have treated them a lot better, my mom specifically. I should have been just a better person and enjoyed myself and had a better time with my mom during the 3 days I was down there, which I did not. So here I am again in Sacramento, no friends, no family, no job, nothing really going on, and so it was not a good time in Vinceland. So yeah, I was just like, I should have treated my mom better. Our relationship, it's rough. It's about 90% strained and about 10% good times. It's not good. So I come back, I'm an emotional wreck the week after Thanksgiving because, like I said, after what happened with my mom and what I have going on in Sacramento is pretty much nothing. So I was not doing well. I was not on an emotional high. I was just a mess that week. Was I depressed? I'm a cynic. I think I'm always depressed. I think everyone's depressed on some level. Was I quote unquote depressed? I was down. I was dejected. I was having a rough go. So, I mean, you could say that. So to recap, the visit to my parents was not puppy dogs and ice cream. And I come back to Sacramento where I have no friends, family, or job. And so I'm back in Sacramento, I'm driving around, and it just hit me like I should have been a better person to my mom. I should have been a kinder person. I should have been nicer. I should have enjoyed my mom and my stepdad's company instead of sitting around like a grump and just not being a pleasant person to be around. And so I had that going on. Regret, I guess. I was just like, I should have treated my mom better. I should have enjoyed my visit. And so the week after, I was an emotional wreck. Normally I would have a job. I had a job that distracted me from my pathetic life for about a decade. And that was fine. But once the job was taken from me, I was laid off September 1st, which was like a little bit more than 3 months ago, 3.5 months ago. Wow, that was a while. once that job was taken away from me, which was my life, my ID, my identification, my identity, once I no longer had it, then I was just like, well, what the hell am I? What the hell? What do I do? How do I define myself? What is my purpose? What am I doing? So the week after Thanksgiving was bad. I missed a class. I was taking a class. It ended. It's over. I got an A, by the way, 93%. What? But I skipped a class. I was taking a class at American River College here in Sacramento. I ate like crap. I still went to the gym, but I was kind of half-assing it, maybe quarter-assing it, maybe tenth-assing it. But I was eating a bunch of crap. I was just eating whatever I wanted, whenever I wanted, however much I wanted. The whole pathetic trope of food is there, and food is my friend, and food doesn't judge me, that all was in effect for the entire week. I was just eating like crap. And let's be honest, in the end, I just pooped more. I spent more time on the toilet. Very noticeable amount. And that was my week. And I thought maybe I should drink. Like, I'm going to sit at home and drink some beer and get drunk. And then I was just like, well, why would I do that? Like, my life is already pathetic. I'm already a sad loser. I don't want to add to the sadness by piling on alcohol onto my situation. So I vetoed that idea, that brilliant idea. I did not drink. And then to top it all off, my boy Matt Barber is leaving, or he's already left. But him and his wife Kathy moved to the East Coast for a fabulous opportunity for her career, which is great. I mean, I'm so happy for them. But me and Matt and I really connected this year, and I was just like, and I was so happy to have him, to be able to see him when I could. Now that will be very rare, obviously, if he's on the East Coast. And I just adore him and his wife, who just blew my mind, just chatting to her and talking to her and getting to know her and them. I hold them in high regard, and them leaving really hit me. So it was the whole piling on thing. Coming back to Sacramento with no friends, no family, no job. My boy Matt Barber moving to the East Coast, and my not so great visit to my parents. It was a rough week for Vince in Vinceland. I'll be honest with you. My old coworker Sean, it was his birthday that week. And he texted me like, let's go out for drinks. We're going out for drinks. You want to go out? Let's go out. And I was like, no, I lied and said I was going to Fremont or San Jose. I don't remember. But I just didn't want to be a part of any carousing, of any canoodling, of any carrying on and being merry. Because again, I was depressed. So I lied to him about that. Which, in respect, I regret doing, but sometimes you need to shut down emotionally and kind of work through some crap, and this was my time. So, how did I get through it? Again, 4 things: music, friends and or family, in this case 2 friends, a quote, and a woman. So I will go through them now. Reaching out, friends and or family. Actually, so Matt Barber, who I was texting, and I was just saying, hey man, good luck. I wish you and Kathy all the best, blah, blah, blah. We're having a heart-to-heart on the text message there. And I was just, and for whatever reason, I was very emotional. I was on my rag. I was riding the Red Rocket. But I was obviously going through a tough time. So I just started letting out a little bit of feelings here and there, and he kind of picked up on it, and so he was feeling what I was saying. And I was like, man, I wish you and Kathy all the best. Good luck. I love you guys to death, and I can't wait to see you again, etc., etc. And in a perfect world, they would be here. They would stay here, but life isn't always perfect. And so I was just like, yeah, and I remember specifically crying while texting him in the parking lot of the Walmart over here in Antelope, because it was just kind of all coming out, and what he said essentially really really meant a lot to me. He said that he used to shove his feelings down, his emotions, hide your emotions. As a dude in society today, to wear your emotions on your sleeve, it's not seen as a positive. And especially in Asian culture, he's half Vietnamese, I'm half Vietnamese, which is how we bonded. It's frowned upon. And so he said, and this hit me, and I love this about him. He said his wife, Kathy, who, again, I adore. I mean, I was so freaking impressed with his wife when I really got to chat with her and get to know her and all that stuff. But he said his wife, Kathy, allowed him to be emotional. Or, that sounds weird, but he would let, instead of pushing emotions down and feelings and kind of bottling them up and hoping they go away, which they all eventually do, her presence in his life helped him vocalize and be emotional, and that really helped him in just his daily outlook or his life or whatever, and helped him be a better person and live a better life. And that meant a lot to me. Oftentimes in society, listen, as a dude, as a bro, as a guy, to be very emotional, seen as girly or gay or whatever. But listen, we have feelings, and you can push them down and ignore them and bottle them up, and maybe one day you'll go postal, but you probably won't. But it's good to let that stuff out. And he said Kathy was absolutely instrumental in him voicing his feelings, and it's helped a lot him as a person, as a human. And so that meant a lot. Another thing was that a listener, of all people, a listener reached out to me. I said something on Facebook, which I don't want to get into, but a listener knew something was going up, knew something was going on with me. And when I say listener, he listened to the radio show I used to be on. I used to be on broadcast terrestrial radio, kids. Traditional media, broadcast media. I used to be on a show. And so he saw something on Facebook, which I won't go into, but he was like, we started having a heart-to-heart on Facebook Messenger. And he was like, dude, and he told me about his friend, and this is horrible, but his friend's daughter was killed in a car accident. I forget how long ago, 10, 15 years ago, somewhere around there. And he said he's still not the same. And so that just freaking floored me. Like, I was like, you know, me whining about not having a job and not having any friends and this and that. It is almost nothing. It is nothing. It doesn't compare to something as heartbreaking, as devastating as losing your freaking daughter in a car accident. And he said, dude, he's still not the same. And it's been, like I said, 10, 15 years. And so I was like, my problems ain't that big a deal, dude. I mean, I'm living, I'm breathing. I got clean clothes on. My electricity's on, as you can see. It ain't that bad. So, listen, God bless the listener and his friend. But it meant a lot to me to kind of put things in perspective. So that was number one, reaching out via text, phone calls. Do people still do that? Email? Do people still do that? Matt Barber was on. I was texting with him, and then listener was Facebook Messenger. So, and we had that. We had long, heartfelt chats, and it really helped. Those two examples I just gave you. Number two, a song. Now, you might not like this song, okay? I probably don't. Listen, all the music you like sucks, and all the music I like sucks. Okay? Can we move on from that? But everyone has like a song or an artist or an album that really speaks to them. Like, oh, Bruce Springsteen knows what I'm going through, or I can identify with him, and he's singing, he's speaking to my soul. The song it's French Montana, who's a rapper. He's been around for a couple years. I never really dug him, but this song, his song "Unforgettable" with Sway Lee, who's one of the kids from that Ray Srumman group. They do the Black Beatles song, the Mannequin Challenge. You know the Mannequin Challenge? That girl is a real crowd, please. Okay, it doesn't matter. But so French Montana with Sway Lee. The song is called "Unforgettable," and for whatever reason, I gravitated right to it. It's freaking irresistible to me. And I literally played it for like 3 or 4 days straight. Like, I had it on the YouTube, at home on my TV, on the Chromecast, on repeat. And then when I had to go somewhere, I would listen to it on my car stereo on repeat. And I couldn't get enough of it. I still like it, probably not as much as I used to, but I was just like, man, I was living. It made me feel alive, and it made me just not want to be down and dejected and freaking depressed and sad. And it made me happy, and I wanted to dance, and I wanted to go out. I don't know where, but it meant a lot to me. It still means a lot to me. So find the song that what Unforgettable did for me. Find that for you. And then a quote. Number 3 is a quote. So number 1, reaching out, friends/family, friends and/or family. Number 2, music, a song, an album, okay, an artist, whatever. Number 3 is a quote. Now, I'm the last dude to glean anything from a freaking quote on the internet, okay? Like the Instagram and the Facebook and the Twitter, quotes are nonstop. It is so freaking annoying. All these inspirational/motivational quotes that people post all day, like whatever. It's absolutely meaningless to me. It does nothing for me. I think it's freaking stupid, but I found one that hit me. I can't remember if I got it from Reddit or Imager, but it's originally from Tumblr. It doesn't matter. And this may be all made up. This may be a complete fabrication, may be completely contrived, but the content of this is very powerful to me. Okay, here's the Tumblr post. So here's the setup. Today my anthropology professor said something kind of really beautiful. Okay. So it's a kid in class. Again, this may all be fake news, but so the premise is that is college student in class, and his professor says this to the class, I guess. Quote, "You all have a little bit of I want to save the world in you. That's why you're here in college. I want you to know that it's okay if you only save one person, and it's okay if that one person is you." And that like hit me because I was just like, it meant so much to me because I'm here to save myself. Now, if you have a family, if you have kids, if you have a wife, you are here to save them as well, okay? You have 75% more people to save than me. But for right now, in my situation, I'm here to save myself. And that is all I'm concerned about. I'm not concerned about my family or a job or freaking a girlfriend. I was just like, I'm here to save me. I'm here to work on me. I'm my own, and this is greedy. It's completely selfish. It's completely narcissistic. But I don't care. I was like, I'm going to focus on me. That's all that matters right now. Nothing else. I'm here to save me. And so that kind of kick-started me just to jump back into, well, living and life, and I was reinvigorated, renewed, refreshed, all that crap. Let me just read it one more time. "You all have a little bit of I want to save the world in you. That's why you're here in college. I want you to know that it's okay if you only save one person, and it's okay if that person is you. I'm here to save me, and that's it. I'm here for me. I'm going to do, as Drake would say, I'm going to do me. I'm doing me. And that's what matters right now." Spoke volumes, hit me like a ton of bricks. I'm here for me. I'm doing me right now, and that's all that matters. Everything else is completely freaking irrelevant. And the fourth thing is a mate. Okay, so to review. Number 1, reaching out, friends/family. Hell, reach out to me, okay? I will try to save you too. Or not. No, but I will. Listen, if a bunch of people reach out to me, I can't save the freaking world, but I will do my best, because sometimes we just need people to be there for us, to listen and to give feedback and to reassure and to be positive. But if you need help, bro, HMU, hit me up, as the kids say. So number 1, reach out, friends/family/YouTube vloggers, aka me. Number 2, music, a song, an album, a musician/artist, whatever speaks to you, whatever means something to you, whatever gets you through whatever you're going through, seek it out, find it. Number 3, a quote, the quote I read. And number 4, a mate. In my case, a new girlfriend. Carolyn came into my life. Well, I want to do a video where we tell the story of how we met. But let's just say she re-entered my life about a week and a half ago, and it was basically her hitting me up on Facebook Messenger like, I think we should go out. We would have a lot of fun. Okay, cool. And I really believe in timing and fate and kismet and all that crap when it suits when it suits my life narrative. So I think her timing was perfect. I needed someone, and she came into my life at that specific time. Again, a week and a half ago. And I realized in the beginning of relationships, all lovey-dovey, and oh my gosh, we can't get enough of each other. And it's not always going to be like this. But we've looked at each other and we've been like, is this too good to be true? And right now it is. And it will not last forever, obviously. And I don't know if I'm gonna freaking have babies with her. I don't know if I'm gonna knock her up and get married and till death do us part and get all that crap. I don't know. I do not know. But she is a good girl. She's a good person, and she's perfect for me in this moment and for the foreseeable future. Again, I don't know how long it will last. But for right now, it's going swimmingly, and she was perfect entry into my life at this particular moment. So remember, reach out, music, a quote, and a mate, a new mate, anyone, someone from the bar, a hooker. So all four of these help me, and maybe one will help you, maybe two, maybe three, maybe you need all four. But hopefully this will help someone. I mean, there's a lot of people dealing with this, let's be honest. And this is what worked for me, and hopefully it will help you. So please like, comment, subscribe, or don't. You're an adult. Do whatever you want. You're a grown-up. Make your own decisions. What are you listening to me for? All right. Take care of yourself. Love you lots, babe. Peace. One more thing I wanted to mention, it's like the most important aspect of that French Montana Unforgettable song is the music video. So I hear the song, and it's ear candy, it's a fun, jaunty tune. Hop on the YouTube to watch the video. Turns out they filmed it in Uganda. Now, the story is, because I did a deep dive on this whole thing, I was into it. French Montana, the rapper, he's a Moroccan dude. He's still into African music. He's in New York now or whatever. He came over here as a kid. He's in New York now, but he's still in African music. He's on the YouTube or whatever, and he's watching African music videos, and he sees this dance troupe, this group of kids in Uganda dancing their asses off, and he's like, we're going to Uganda. We're going to shoot the Unforgettable video. Flies out there, and these kids, listen, they are in rough conditions, poverty. It's not the suburbs of San Diego or Sacramento. I'll say it's third world conditions. Okay, and I'll leave it at that. I will link the video in the description so you can watch it yourself. But so these kids, and I say kids because this group of people, Ugandan kids. It looks like they range in age from like 7 or 8 up to teenagers. So they run the gamut there. He films this video, and these kids dance like crazy. And he was saying like their happiness was just meant so much to him because they don't have a lot. Like I said, they live in crappy conditions. They don't live in McMansions out there in Uganda, but they were so happy and they loved to dance. And so in the unforgettable video, smiling, laughing, having such a good time, because that's what dance means to them, is happiness and contentment and joy. And so that stuff, it bleeds off the screen. It touched me, and I was just like, I love this video, and that's why I couldn't stop watching it for 4 freaking days. So French Montana, Unforgettable, featuring Sway Lee. I will link the video. Please watch it. I hope you will enjoy it as much as I did, and it will bring you happiness and joy and contentment just like it did to me. And that's that. Take care.